with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Making shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Check. Watch the before. You can't block me. You can't.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson, buying time to his left. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Jackson now, flushed out right. He'll try it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson being chased into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Rossor. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Dancing to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Jackson steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing is Jackson. He'll buy some time, and the pressure gets to him again. Emmanuel Ogbah. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
On the play. 1st down, Kansas City.
Yellow. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Off the draw, here's Williams. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, 43, 15. 61. That's right. He's chased. 57.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 41 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Yeah, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On the ground, this is Williams. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second and goal from the 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right?
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now it's Jackson rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw on second and 10, Mahomes. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's third down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They run it again with Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught inside the 10. The end result, 21 yards. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Yellow. Come on, guys.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Given 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
48 Mike.
Mahomes now on first down. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Here we go, G, get off the field. Let's go.
Mahomes going to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Back to throw here. He is going to find Hill here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 27 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Jackson now. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 19. Jackson now off the bootleg. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Jackson off the bootleg, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Agba picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Jackson. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.